really don't think I'm ever gonna be able to escape this shit. Listen to me.
After recently moving into a new apartment, a man began hearing loud banging coming from one of his closet doors late at night. The noise was forceful enough to wake him, and at first he assumed someone might be inside. When he checked, the room was completely empty.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to escape this shit. Listen to me. Listen to that pounding. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. It's my kitchen.
Concerned, he recorded the sound and shared the video on TikTok, where it quickly gained millions of views. But despite the attention, the banging didn't stop.
And here we go with this shit again. I'm just gonna wait and see how long it goes. It's never not.
Night after night, the noise returned, always coming from the same closet. Eventually, the force of the banging became so intense that it knocked a cross of Jesus off the wall nearby. With no clear explanation and the disturbances continuing, many began questioning what could have been causing it, or whether the apartment was hiding something far more unsettling. At around 3 a.m., a night security guard was monitoring the entrance of a medical facility when the automatic doors suddenly opened on their own. No one could be seen approaching, yet the doors remained open as if someone had just walked in. Believing a late visitor had arrived, the guard followed standard procedure. He opened the stanchion and appeared to greet someone standing just out of view. Moments later, he retrieved a wheelchair and positioned it in front of him, gesturing as though inviting someone to sit down. What's unsettling is what happens next. The guard begins pushing the wheelchair through the building, carefully guiding it down the hallway toward the doctor's office. He moves slowly, avoiding obstacles, as if someone were actually seated there. But when he arrives, the doctors are visibly confused. The wheelchair is completely empty. Security footage later shows that no one ever entered the building. From the doors opening to the moment the guard reached the office, there was never anyone else in frame. Whether this was exhaustion, confusion, or something far more difficult to explain is unclear. Like many clips in this video, it remains a mystery. While sitting inside a police station, a man noticed something strange outside near the front entrance. His car was parked directly in front of the building, and from where he was sitting, it appeared as though someone was seated in the passenger seat. Concerned, he began recording.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh, pues el auto...
From a distance, what looks like a face can be seen inside the car. Believing someone may have broken in, the man steps outside and approaches the vehicle. But when he opens the door, the passenger seat is completely empty.
Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie. Yeah.
Confused, he walks back into the station. Moments later, he looks outside again, and the figure appears once more. This time, it shifts position, as if it's moving. With no one else around and no clear explanation, the footage has left many questioning what the man actually saw that night.
Y encima nos mira, la puta que te parió. No, chabón. No.
A woman sent a selfie to her boyfriend, thinking nothing of it. At first glance, the photo looks completely normal, and there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it. That is, until her boyfriend noticed something strange. If you look closely at the left side of the image, just behind the woman, what appears to be a face can be seen emerging from the background. The shape is subtle, but once it's noticed, it's hard to ignore. What makes this unsettling is that the woman insists she was completely alone when the photo was taken. There was no one standing behind her, and the location doesn't seem to have any reflective surfaces that would easily explain what's visible in the image. Some believe this could simply be a case of pareidolia, where the brain recognizes familiar shapes in random patterns. Others aren't so convinced. Either way, once you spot it, the photo doesn't look the same anymore. After hearing strange noises coming from his basement, a man decided to start recording. At first, nothing unusual can be seen. Then, things begin to change.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really... There it is. That's freaky stuff right there, man. Yep, that's what you call it.
Objects on the shelves suddenly fall to the floor without warning, one after another. There's no sign of anyone nearby, and nothing appears to be touching them. Moments later, something even more unsettling happens.
Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door now. Yeah, I don't like that.
The basement door slowly opens on its own. With no clear explanation for what caused it, the footage left the man shaken. Whether this was a hidden cause or something far more disturbing is unclear, but the experience was enough to make him leave the basement immediately. While away from home, a woman decided to check in on her cats using the security cameras on her phone. At first, everything seemed normal. The cats were sitting calmly on the bed, not reacting to anything unusual. Then something strange happens. One of the pillows on the bed begins to move on its own. Slowly at first, it shifts position without any of the cats touching it. Moments later, the movement becomes more noticeable, as if something unseen is pushing against it. By the end of the clip, the pillow is suddenly thrown across the bed. What makes this especially unsettling is that the cats don't immediately react the way you might expect. They remain focused on the bed, as if they're watching something that isn't visible on camera. Whether this was caused by a hidden explanation or something harder to explain, the footage left the woman shaken. Like many clips in this video, it offers no clear answers, only questions. While exploring an abandoned cave, a man began hearing strange noises coming from deep within the tunnels.
All of this rock, you can see right here where some of these boards are bending. Do you hear that? Sounds like, what, is that wind?
At first, he assumed it was just the wind echoing through the passageways, but when he moved closer, the sounds suddenly stopped.
I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Do you hear that? It stopped.
After a brief pause, he decided to continue deeper into the cave. Almost immediately, the noise returned.
Oh, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but I heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here.
This time sounding more like whispering than wind. That's when the man turned around. What exactly was making the sounds remains unclear, but the sudden change was enough for him to abandon the exploration altogether. After hearing strange noises late at night, a couple decided to install a camera in their living room to see what was causing them. For a while, nothing unusual appeared in the footage. That changed when they reviewed the recording. On the first floor, just above the staircase, a small figure can be seen suddenly running out of one room and into another. The movement is quick, but clear enough to make out what looks like a child. The problem is, the couple doesn't have any children. No one else was home at the time, and there was no known reason for anyone to be upstairs. After seeing this, the couple couldn't explain what they were looking at. Whether this was a trick of the camera, a shadow, or something else entirely is unclear. But once they noticed it, they no longer felt comfortable being alone in the house. A couple was asleep in their bed when something suddenly tugged at their sheets. At first, the man woke up confused, unsure of where the pulling had come from. Moments later, it happens again. This time, he's fully awake and watching as the sheets begin to move on their own. The fabric slowly lifts and slides, as if something unseen is trying to make its way underneath. There's no one else in the room, and nothing visible that could explain the movement. After witnessing it happen right in front of him, the couple was left shaken. Whether this was a strange coincidence or something more disturbing, the footage left them with no clear explanation.